Rain lashed against the stained glass windows of the small church. It was Thursday evening. Bible study had just ended. The few remaining congregants gathered near the altar, chatting softly, their laughter mingling with the gentle sound of the storm outside. Then the doors creaked open. A man entered. He was soaked from head to toe, his coat dripping onto the marble floor. Water pooled beneath his worn-out shoes. His eyes searched the pews, then the ceiling, then the cross at the front. Without a word, he walked slowly to the very last row and sat down. Nobody recognized him. Pastor Luke looked up from his conversation. The moment he saw the man, something shifted in his spirit. This wasn't just a visitor. This was a prodigal son. The man's name was Walter. 40 years ago, he had walked away from the church, from God, from everything holy. He had grown up in that very building. His mother had taught Sunday school in room 3. His father used to mow the lawn every Saturday. Walter himself had once held the youth group together with laughter and energy. But then came the betrayal. When Walter was just 23, his younger sister Emily died in a car accident. She had been coming home from choir practice. The loss shattered him. No one knew how to comfort him. The prayers felt empty. The hymns sounded hollow. The sanctuary that once brought peace became unbearable. Walter left, and he didn't come back. Over the decades, Walter wandered. He married, divorced, remarried, and divorced again. He changed careers, cities, and friends. He avoided anything that reminded him of God. The Bible on his shelf gathered dust. The cross his mother had gifted him was tucked away in a drawer. But something always tugged at his soul. On Christmas Eves, he found himself staring at church bells ringing in the distance. On Easter Sundays, he felt a strange emptiness he couldn't explain. He drowned those feelings in routine, television, and work. Then came the diagnosis. Stage 4 cancer. With no children, few friends, and nothing left to hold on to. Walter began to reflect. And in that reflection, he remembered a promise his mother had once told him, no matter how far you go, God will never stop waiting. That Thursday evening, it wasn't the rain that brought Walter back, it was hope. A hope he hadn't felt in 4 decades. A desperate, trembling hope that maybe, just maybe, he wasn't too far gone. He sat in the last pew, the same place he used to nap as a boy. Pastor Luke walked down the aisle and sat beside him. Silence lingered for a moment. Then Walter whispered, "I just want to know, is he still waiting for me?" Pastor Luke didn't need a sermon. He didn't need theology. He simply reached over, held Walter's wet hand, and nodded. Yes, he never stopped. Walter wept. Not loud, not theatrically, but with a kind of release that only comes from decades of hidden sorrow. The small group gathered around him. No one asked questions. No one judged. They simply prayed. In that moment, the church became holy ground. Again. In the weeks that followed, Walter became a familiar face. He joined the Tuesday prayer group. He helped sweep the floors on Saturdays. He even began singing quietly at first, then with strength. He started reading his Bible again, one verse at a time. He asked questions. He told stories. He wrote letters to people he'd wronged, seeking forgiveness. He began to live lighter, freer. He became a part of the church family. Children would wave at him when he entered. Elderly women would save him a seat. The church became more than a building. It became his home again. And when he passed away 9 months later, his funeral was packed. People came from all walks of life. And on the pulpit stood Pastor Luke, holding a letter Walter had written just weeks before. "If you're hearing this, it means I made it home. I left for 40 years. But I found out something. He was still waiting. He always was." Pastor Luke read the letter slowly, each word soaking into the hearts of those listening. There were tears, nods, and even laughter as people recalled how Walter had impacted their lives in those final months. One young woman whispered, "He showed me what grace looks like." Friend, maybe you left a long time ago. Maybe your story isn't so different from Walter's. But here's the truth. You're not forgotten. You're not beyond reach. You're one step away from home. Come back. God never stopped waiting for you. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs it. Leave a comment. Let us know where you are in your journey. And don't forget to subscribe to Faith Light Stories, because every soul matters and every prodigal has a road home.